Well, now going into this game, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESOC Spring Championships 2017. Here we have Knuschelbär versus Risi123 on the map Colorado. It's going to be Dutch versus Russia. Of course, this is the second game, so I should update the score. Knuschelbär already won the first game, so of course this is a best of 5. So winning only one game is not enough. You will have to win at least 3 games to be the victor. Let's take a quick look at the hunts. Here we have the starting hunt and another hunt and a third one, and the same for him, even though yeah, it's a bit further away, but I guess it's fine. Let's check the mines real quick. I guess this is a fine map. There's a little big empty spot here with no trees, but I guess that's fine. He's got plenty of trees in the back of his base. Let's take a look at, he's already claiming a native scout. Now going to get 150 coin for Risi, which is something Russia doesn't really use so well. Of course, you can't really use your coin in the first age, but it's nice to deny the Dutch that gold, even though he is going there. He spotted it with his envoy. He's now going there with both his scout and his hero, so yeah, that is quite interesting. See, okay, it's not really going to be contested, but his hero is losing a lot of HP. He should definitely get back. The envoy can snare the hero, but it's so slow that it cannot keep up with him, so Risi should be able to escape just fine. Okay, and looks like they are all going back, going to scout some more. Not much of the map is scouted already. Let's see, sheep and warrior could be nice. 90 coin also, 10 coin and 30 coin. He should get these coin treasures with his villagers, I feel. Right now he says got 0 coin, so he doesn't need any more coin for a villager, but otherwise he should just get it quickly, so he has to gather less coin for a villager. What he's doing here is actually quite oh, we got a donation. IMZ donated $10 for the future of the game.
For the future of the game we all love to play and watch.
Okay, so he's actually, the lady is telling it ourselves, so that's great, that's awesome. Thank you IMZ for donating. Of course you are really helping towards our goal of $1,500 we need for the autumn championships, and we're already on $1,200, so thank you very much for this donation. Anyways, what he's doing here is he's making a very nice little army of an envoy, a Nutka clubman with 30 seats, by the way, his hero, and of course the native scout he got earlier. Russia got 110 wood, which will really help him for his early blockhouse, which he will probably make. But Risi is quite late, I feel, so I wonder when he's going to build his blockhouse. But what this envoy will do, as you can see here, standing right between the town center and the middle of the map, so he can scout out any villagers that are coming. Now he can spot where the blockhouse will be, and he can go there with all his units and try to deny it or just siege it for lower HP. He probably cannot like completely kill it or deny it, the foundation being built, but he can of course do quite a lot of damage against it. It takes 4 times as much siege damage during construction, so this 5 siege is going to be 20. His hero's 15 is going to be 45, and this 30 is going to be 90, which actually does huge damage. So this blockhouse is going to be quite hurt when it's built. Meanwhile, he's just aging up like normally, building a bank as you would expect him to do. Risi's hero is also down, so a little bit of an early disadvantage for Risi, and looks like he's actually going to continue, Knuschelbär is going to continue sieging this blockhouse. So that is quite a nasty little trick there to bring it down to very low HP. He probably cannot kill it because the villagers are now coming to attack the Nutka, and there it is down, and the blockhouse can also shoot with 30 range damage. But if something like a few hussars or maybe even a pike just to troll would come out, then this blockhouse would be down for sure in a very short time. 370 HP right now, and I'm not quite sure if it's going to be higher again. So like he will have to repair it, which of course will cost wood, so that's not really what you want to do. Let's see what's coming out first. 700 wood. Okay, that's quite a standard reaction. So he's just going to build another bank with that and some houses. And oh, he did backhurt this a little bit, I feel. It looks like they just run to the north. First 5 musketeers are coming out. No 5 Cossacks yet, so I don't know what he can do with these musketeers. He didn't kill a villager, and yeah, with the villagers in the town center, he's going to take a lot of damage from the town center. So let's see what he's actually able to do with his units here. There is a villager here on the south, and some villagers here, and if he had scouted the base better, of course his hero is down. If he had scouted the base, he would have been able to kill all those 3 villagers and kill this villager and even kill this villager, but he doesn't have to. It's scouted, so now only thing he can do is go for this house, which I feel is really not worth it. The house may go down, but it could be that units pop out. Yeah, there it is. 2 units pop out of the stable and try to kill these Cossacks, but they are going back. Only 4 Cossacks left now, so maybe Knuschelbär now thinks I'm going in, but 5 musketeers from Risi arrive and he will have to go back again. 4 Cossacks, okay, he's going to be very aggressive. 4 more Cossacks now arriving in the battle, and this is just push time, so Knuschelbär knows he will have to use Minutemen to defend himself, and that's what he's doing. So he's got Minutemen ready, and Risi will have to back out again. Of course, these Minutemen you can only use once, so after this he will have to train some more units. It's a shame you only got out 2 hussars, which is not really the number you want. You want at least 4 or 5. So yeah, that's a thing. And let's see how Risi is going to react to this. Is he just going to keep containing him? Is he going to send 700 wood to get some trade posts and some market upgrades and maybe a stable or another blockhouse? Or is he going to keep pushing and maybe send 13 strelets to put on the pressure? What we can see Knuschelbär is doing is sending 700 food, which is something he of course very much needs, especially when he keeps being in his town center and he cannot get out, and his banks gather coin for him. So sending 700 wood will allow him to get out more hussars. Like he has a batch of 5 hussars now, which is really good for him. He only got the 5 Minutemen left, but got a total of 6 hussars. He's not able to completely kill off this army, but he can do a little bit of damage along with his town center and the Minutemen. Looks like he's trying to pick off the musketeers, which is of course the most dangerous in this composition, I feel. And he can take on the Cossacks with his own hussars, as he will probably do. Let's see, he of course doesn't want to lose his stable here, because it's his only production facility, so that is quite bad to lose it. And looks like he will have to go inside with all his villagers. Risi keeps on putting the pressure, sends 700 gold actually, so to his town center, which is the good choice, not to his forward blockhouse. Knuschelbär losing most of his hussars here to the musketeers. He's only got like 1 left if you look at the HP of those, and he might actually lose his stable if not a lot of units will come out. Let's see, units in queue. Currently 1 is in queue, but just added a few more, so now 5 units will come out, and he might be able to save his stable here. yeah, losing a little bit of HP on the hussars, but 5 hussars versus 5 musketeers is pretty decent for the hussars actually. So let's see what else is happening. Trying to raid a little bit, Knuschelbär is, and Risi reacting to that with sending musketeers back. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, maybe it's the best idea for him. Knuschelbär is saving to age, as you can see. He sent 700 gold, so soon he will be able to age up, and then he's very strong, in a very good shape, I feel, especially against Russia. So Russia is really a little bit scared of the AoE3 of many civs. Of course, Dutch doesn't have a cannon shipment, which is favorable for them. Sending 600 coin here, so probably wants to keep spamming, but lacks the coin for it. Okay, losing a lot of villagers here. He doesn't have great code. He only got the steel traps, and losing a lot of villagers to these hussars. Let's see at the units lost tab. Already lost 10 villagers. Okay, that is huge. If you look at the economic unit population, if he hadn't lost any villagers, he would have had the same eco as Dutch, but right now he's just very far behind. He might be able to catch these hussars, but I think in the end that's just not worth it. Okay, so let's see what is happening here. He's going Fortress Age. Does he have any new production facilities? No, still only the one stable, but he does have it repaired, so he can spam out more units again. Probably will make a lot of riders against the Cossacks, and they are also do decently against the musketeers, and they're just good all-round unit, and might be able to ship a skirmisher shipment, so he has the anti-infantry he needs. Okay, there it is, the riders, and they do very well. Look at this, he's blocking out the Cossacks with his villagers. I don't think that was a mistake, I think that was intentional, so he could take them on with his riders. On the other hand, he's now losing some of those villagers to the musketeers, so it was not really the best decision in the end, but it looked very cool to block the Cossacks off like that. Risi knows he's now AoE3, so he had not he didn't have a lot of time to actually build military units, and he didn't have the resources because he was of course aging. Yeah, let's see what he's gonna do there. Okay, looks like I need to move the donation bar up a little bit, so I just did that. Okay, and look at what is happening now. Bank is going down, and Knuschelbär didn't really do a lot of damage yet, so let's see. Maybe he's waiting for a shipment to pop out, and then he will go in with his whole mass. Risi got 26 musketeers right now and 11 Cossacks, which is not really a small army, but on the other hand it's just not very strong, and the Cossacks can't really do anything. I would hope they would actually try to raid a little bit, but yeah, most of the villagers are in his town. And there it is, the shipment Knuschelbär was waiting for, the 8 skirmishers, which of course do very well against the musketeers and strelets, mostly the musketeers, which he will try to focus down so he can kill off the other units with his riders. And the Cossacks not really in a great position. The riders really trying to block off all the movement from the Cossacks and doing a great job at that. So Risi is kinda stuck here in the base, doesn't have a whole lot of units left, and is getting killed off very quickly. Oh, another donation. Fadi, thank you. I don't know, donate more if you move that bar lower.
I'll donate more if you move that bar lower.
I just moved it lower, so you should donate more, but thank you very much for the donation. I had like 20 seconds of time to start up the stream, so that's why I really couldn't lower it, so I'm sorry for that, but it should be better now. You come my hero so fast, can't scout. Yeah, Risi's hero got killed off quite early here and got damaged a lot at the treasure in the south. Knuschelbär's hunt was quite okay, but this one, he could have heard it way better into his town. It started like here, and he only herded it up, I believe, so, but his hunts were not ideal, I think, but Risi's were neither. Okay, if you can see where the resource gathered, that was quite okay for both of them. Of course, Risi contained Knuschelbär, so that's why he had a little bit of the same eco all along. Normally Dutch would have a better eco after a while once they have some banks established. As you can see, Risi got quite a nice power spike, but Knuschelbär sending some good shipments, and here losing a lot of musketeers and Cossacks. The riders focusing down the Cossacks, and the skirmishers on the musketeers doing a lot of damage, so that's not really good. And yeah, that was it, game number 2. Okay, so I'm going to see if the bar is on a better position now. It should be, and maybe I can even shrink it a little bit, so I'm now gonna try to do that. Okay, that should be better. Okay. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, soon we will go into game number 3 of Knuschelbär versus Risi123. Knuschelbär is up 2 games of Risi, so let's see if Risi can make a comeback or if the tournament will end here for him. Okay, Risi is the one who has to pick first here, because Knuschelbär had to pick first in game number 2, so now Risi has to pick first in game number 3. So let's see what they are going to pick here on this third map, Bengal. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going in the third game of Risi versus Knuschelbär. The donation bar should be a little bit smaller now, and the alert should be in the bottom right of the screen and not in the middle of the screen. So now going in, game number 3, Knuschelbär versus Risi123. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is of course the ESOC Spring Championships of 2017 in the round of 32. So we are getting quite far into this tournament actually, and that's why it's a best of 5. So you need at least 3 wins to win the whole series. We have Aztecs versus British. Aztecs, interesting civilization. I think the least played civilization, but it is quite a strong one if you believe those who actually play the civ. And I think you can do a lot of cool stuff with it. Recently there was a lot of debate and a lot of discussion about Aztec Revive Explorer bug, where you could get better speed and HP even when it was in another stand, and there was a whole new strategy based around a card you could send for your explorer and stuff like that. So quite interesting stuff. Let's see, the hunts are fine, I feel. 1, 2, yeah, there are hunts for everybody. Yeah, definitely great hunts, and the mines are completely symmetrical, even though only thing Knuschelbär doesn't have is a third mine here, so, but he does have it here, so I guess they got the same amount of mines and it should be fine here. Let's see, he's now trying to pick up 100 food treasure. Let's see if he can crackshot it. Yeah, he's got a crackshot available, and Risi is just not in time, already saying GG. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's chasing down the explorer, and of course he does have a lion with him which does 10 damage. It doesn't actually slow down the hero, but he can bring it to quite low HP, which is great for him. The water buffaloes of course are an important thing on this map. On the other hand, both of these civs don't have any special abilities with livestock like Japanese or India or China has, so it is not as much as a deal as with other civs. British versus Aztecs. Let's take a quick look at his deck. Okay, doesn't look like he chose a deck yet. Okay, now he did. Yeah, this is Smoking Mirror, is a card that's really popular for Aztecs, and we can see what if he's actually going to use it, if he's going to do a fast fortress, or if he's just going to do standard H2 stuff with it. 3 settlers coming from both civilizations, nothing too special. I like the elephants here, very close to his town center. Here it's a little bit further, you have to walk a little bit. So yeah. Sound bug. Okay, so that's some kind of a bug. I don't know how it happens. Where Saxy saying a little bit of shit talk, where for some reason you don't have any sound anymore until you restart the game, and nobody knows why and how you can fix it. So it's really a dumb bug, which happens quite often. Aztecs aging up with the fast age politician. Oh, we have another donation. Thank you, Knusch. Oh, this sunlight in my face.
OMG, this sunlight in my face. I can't see anything.
He's actually donating during the stream. Okay, that's super cool. Thank you very much, Knusch. If you're actually Knuschelbär, of course, thank you very much, and good luck in the current series you're playing. 2 forward villagers for Risi. Let's see if he can make a warhead with it, or if this hero is actually going to try and block it, because you can only build on these little islands, right? Not in the swamp. So yeah, let's see what he's gonna do. And we see a little bit of herding towards his base, going to have hunting dogs and gang saw, so going to chop a lot of wood very quickly. Here is the warhead coming, but this hero, oh, another donation. I will spank you. Where are the OP Sue games? I will spank you. Where are those
OP Sue games?
Thank you very much. I will spank you. You are definitely one of our top donators, and thank you very much for making tournaments like these possible. You're really helping us out, so thank you very much. Let's see the hero coming in, scouting out our outpost, but can't do any damage against this anymore. Well, can do a little bit of damage, but not significant. Villagers actually going into town center, because the Aztec hero is so good. He actually wants to bring it down to low HP or even take it out, so it cannot do as much damage or tank as much in the upcoming fights, and he's actually going to take it down. One more shot from Townsend plus a hero shot should do it, and there we go. Yeah, I caught it. 100 HP also for Knuschelbär, so good job by him. Barracks going up for him, so he's going to try to defend against some early pressure from Risi here. So 5 Coyote coming out. Let's see if he can do any raiding with that. I don't think he can take villagers like these. He should be able to take the hero if he had scouted that treasure earlier on, but I don't think he will have that scouted. And there are no villagers really far away from the town center. And even the first 5 longbowmen are out, and he's of course got an outpost here, so really not going to be able to take down a villager very easily, I feel. But he just sent 10 Mesohaldin to a little bit of the other side of his warhead, so I think he doesn't want to be spotted just yet. At some point he will have to go in though, because Knuschelbär just sent 600 wood, and it's going to be booming and have a great eco if he spams some more houses. Already got steel traps now. Well, Risi's only sitting on hunting dogs. He's chopping a lot of wood, but I would actually like to see him just go full on food and then send maybe 600 wood and then spam out your units instead of actually chopping the wood for them, since that is quite a lot of wood, and wood is of course gathered very slowly. So yeah, let's see what he's going to do with his units. They're just still idling. Well, Knuschelbär is booming up. He's already got 15 longbowmen and has got a little bit of a wall here with all his manors, and he should be able to pop those longbowmen down like in little places like here, and then the coyote runners are really not going to be able to come close. On the other hand, he's got quite a good mass here, 36 units, 16 coyote and 90 Mesohaldin. So let's see if he can do enough damage with this to actually bring down Knuschelbär's huge eco, and yeah, decent longbowman army. Okay, Minutemen are already coming out. The hero is now revived. Coyote Run is in a very good spot, right on top of the longbowmen. On the other hand, the longbowmen are also being protected by the villagers a little bit. So let's see how many damage Coyote Runs can do before they are all down. Mesohaldin though are doing very nice damage. 5 more Coyote coming in, and even sent 9 Mesohaldin. So Knuschelbär losing a lot of units. Let's see, units lost, also lost 2 villagers here, and Risi is the only one with military units left. Looks like he's got nothing anymore, and Knuschelbär will have to remass. Now got another 4 longbowmen, but there's still 4 coyote runners for Risi on the field, so he should task them to the longbowmen. He should not siege the tower with his coyote runners. He should definitely go to the longbowmen. Stop sieging. And here are 2 more, and they will certainly go to these longbowmen. Now 6 Puma Spearmen. I think he will go for the outpost with that, and after that the barracks. The outpost is already on half HP and is doing decent damage the whole time. The barracks he can take down, but oh, hussars. Okay, so the Puma were almost able to try to take those out, but that's not going to happen here. Let's see if like things like 6 longbowmen he's got in his deck. Things like 6 longbowmen and 5 musketeers from the barracks pop out, then this push will be over temporarily. But we will have to see. Let's take a quick look at the units in queue. Longbowman and Hussar in queue, but he doesn't have enough resources to really make more units. There is the 6 longbowmen, and now Risi will have to get out of here. So, but that was quite a decent push. Let's take a look at units lost. Lost a total of 4 villagers. The eco are quite even now, but he is still sitting on steel traps, and of course no steel traps for the Aztec civilization. Also nothing like 3 warrior priests yet. Okay, 5 coyote runner being sent. It's not the greatest shipment, but maybe in this case it's actually working, because he's only got steel longbowmen and of course hussars, but hussars don't really counter the coyote. They are kind of the same unit, and he's even got some Puma mixed in here. The 1 Puma actually doing a lot of damage against these hussar. So now the hussar down, and the coyote runner got 3 shots at all the longbowmen, so losing even more here. 5 more coyote coming out. Risi's eco is still quite fine, gathering with 26 villagers. Well, Knuschelbär has got half his villagers in his town center, and the other half can't really hunt probably. Because look at the 5 musketeers. Okay, so that's going to shut down the coyote raids for a little bit. On the other hand, I only got 1 Edeholland, so the musketeer is not going down too quickly. He thinks like, okay, I'm just going to go in and kill all of these musketeers, try to do damage, because otherwise he's just going to get chased. Even more coyote now coming in. Maybe he's able to take down some low HP villagers, and yeah, there are definitely enough of those, but the push now is come to an halt. 600 wood on the floor, a great shipment I feel. He's got 500 food in his bank and now sent 600 wood, and he should be able to keep spamming with that. He's not dancing. I think this is the XP dance he's actually doing, and not the dance for fertility for faster unit trading times. So I will see. I hope he will actually do fertility for a little bit, maybe to spam some more units, but not quite sure. Let's take a look at the unit hit points. Yeah, some villagers on very low HP, so he might be able to take some of those off. Risi actually got more villagers working at this moment, so great job by him. And yeah, let's see what he's doing. Okay, picking 80 coin, of course it's a treasure you could have gotten all game, but now it's actually very important, because that 80 coin might just mean he's going to be able to get out a hussar more, or maybe a few musketeers more. So it's actually very important to take those small little treasures, even 12 minutes in the game. He sent cavalry hit points, as you can see, and this is very important because his army is mainly hussars, and both coyote and Edeholland aren't great against hussars, and Risi doesn't have really any anti-cavalry. Of course, making pumas will cost him coin, and he's completely on a wood plus food resource gathering now, so he actually cannot build any pumas right now. He can of course send infinite 600 coin once and try to get out some puma. Oh yeah, he just got 10 puma out. He's now switched over to a little bit of gold gathering, so these 10 puma will actually be very important, both for sieging and for getting down these hussars. He will have to be very careful with his micro here, because these pumas cannot be taken down by the musketeers too fast, or this whole composition will fall apart. Let's see how much damage he can do with his units. His Edeholdens have got the range advantage, so he should be able to kite the musketeers a little bit. Looks like Knuschelbär thinks, okay, I'm not going into your army, I'm just going to go forward and go for your war hut, and 4 puma pop out of that war hut and get quickly taken down by the whole army. So that's a little bit of a waste of units there, and he's just going straight for the war hit. He's still got another war hit here, so he will be able to keep on making units, and maybe Knuschelbär army will get a little bit of stuck here between the war huts, losing some musketeers to these Edeholdens. Well, Risi has not really been attacked yet and lost no units yet. What I would like actually Risi to do is send his 4 coyote up, like to places like here, to try to raid a little bit, because 4 coyote are not really going to help in this battle, but they may be able to take down some villagers, especially those on low HP. Let's see, the hussars and the musketeers took down the war hut, but not really going into the main fight just yet. Now they're going forward, but a lot of puma are just able to take down these hussars. Really good micro by Risi, splitting his pumas to both sides, and they're able to deal with all the hussars. On the other hand, there are a lot of musketeers here doing damage, and the Edeholdens are quickly going down, so Knuschelbär will be able to defeat this army. But will he be able to actually get down this war hut? Maybe Risi saying, okay, he thinks like, what do I do here? He's got a shipment ready. He's sent 3 warrior priests. I don't know where they are actually. Okay, he resigned. Well, congratulations, Knuschelbär, on your 3-0 3-0 victory over Risi123. So congratulations, and yeah, it's no problem for casting. Definitely this was a more exciting game. I feel it was a little bit of yeah, back and forth. Well, Risi had, I don't know if Risi really had a very great chance to break in and to kill off Knuschelbär here, but he was definitely in quite a decent position, and yeah, it was very exciting. We can take a quick look at things like resource gathered. Yeah, Knuschelbär was ahead most of the time, but after a while Risi was able to get on his level, as you can see here. Let's take a look at the village population, also dropped at the same point. As you can see here, the village population dropped and the resource gathered was almost the same. So yeah, great play by Knuschelbär there. Was able to break out of his base and able to defeat Risi. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. Of course, this won't be the last game we will see. After this,